Welcome back.
Hey.
We went dark for a little while there, so we're so sorry for anyone
Mr. Gremlin got involved.
The Gremlins did get involved, but fingers crossed. I think we're back up and running now. We've got the thumbs up from the corner. Let us know in the comments. Okay.
They're holding on to lots of bits of wires like this.
It's pretty much like that behind the scenes. But welcome back. We are Live Shopping VIP, and this morning's show, we did have a dedicated 2-hour show. We've got about an hour and 40.
We've got loads of time.
Still got time, which is lovely. And we are here, of course, with Mark, who is from Pinflair / Silvar Designs today. He's got his Pinflair hat on today. Pinflair, of course, very, very well known in the craft industry for being a #1 supplier of amazing glues. Yes. And fabulous cartonnage range. I will do a quick introduction back into how we shop and who we've got in the studio with us today. Myself, I'm Hannah. We've already said we got our lovely Mark with us as well. Our Sam is behind the cameras. And we have Lauren and Sophie. I would say they're doing producing, directing, but they are literally just holding the fort now, bless them. So they're doing it.
Technical support.
Technical support.
Yeah.
They've
3 phones.
They've had a crash course in how Meta works, and they are going for it, which I think is brilliant. Yes. So, real team effort today.
Great practice.
Great practice. So, if you're brand new to us, welcome to Live Shopping VIP. This is your social shopping platform. There's a lot of S's for someone with a lisp in that, isn't there?
Really hard to say anyway.
I might have to come up with something different for that. Welcome to Live Shopping VIP. If you'd like to shop along with us today, it couldn't be easier. All you need to do is type the word shop, followed by your shop code in the comments. So if you're looking to get hold of this really expansive and fantastic cartonnage jewellery kit, something a little bit different.
Very.
All you need to type in the comments is the word shop followed by the word kit. You will then receive a message to your social media platform inviting you to check out, but it will give you an option. So it might be that you want to go for the gold. You would just select the gold option, or if you fancy the silver, click on silver. It will then add that item to your basket on our website, Live Shopping VIP, and invite you to check out. If it's the first time shopping with us on the Live Shopping VIP website, don't forget to sign up, not only to receive the latest news and information, but first orders will also receive an extra 10% discount there as well. Now, when it comes to the platform Live Shopping VIP, this is our place where all of our guest brands have their very own brand shops, and that is great because it means you guys can bring the products you want, it means you can bring the offers you want.
It means you can almost shop with us whenever you want.
Exactly.
That's the great thing. So we're gonna do fabulous demos, obviously in the live hours, but you can then go back, you can see what we've had maybe last week, or and shop whenever.
Shop whenever and add to your baskets.
Yes.
Combine those baskets as well. So the very first item that we're bringing you, again, on this show,
again,
just need to type in the shop and in the comments shop kit, and this will get you the jewellery cartonnage kit. Now, we were saying in the earlier show before we went dark just how beautiful this kit is. Can you talk us through what cartonnage is and what's included in this kit?
So cartonnage, let's take it back. If you go to France, this is where the word comes from. So if you shout the word cartonnage in France, all you're shouting is cardboard.
I love that.
It's a great. I know. I love it too. It's great. Okay, so it all sounds a bit. It sounds a bit flat then, doesn't it? If we called it cardboard, it wouldn't be very exciting, would it? So we call it cartonnage. It's a much better word. Basically, if you go back to Egyptian times, mummification is a form of cartonnage. So basically what we're doing there is we're wrapping fabrics, we're using a glue to hold it together and make a structure. So we're mummifying, really. But what we're doing here is we're mummifying little bits of cardboard or grey board to make structures. And cartonnage is huge. I don't know exactly how many kits there are from Pinflair now, but there are at least, there's over 100. There must be probably 200, maybe even more than that. There's many. And Christian's been doing cartonnage at Pinflair for 15, 20 years maybe.
Okay.
So it's, so it has an expansive library. What we've got today is almost brand new.
Yes.
About 12 months ago we started to develop this. I was involved in the shapes. So what you're going to get in your kit are basically 2 of these die cut panels. Now all the bits have dropped out of this, obviously, so that's Yeah, or a few have anyway. So they are the shapes. That's probably the easiest way to see it. We've printed it for you. So you get that twice, die cut out of the grey board. So that gives you 48 die cut shapes to play with.
A huge amount.
Loads. And of course you can overlay these, etc., etc. So there's almost an unlimited array of designs that you can end with. You're also going to get 16, it's huge, 16 pieces of cotton fabric.
Okay.
And there's a whole array there of different designs for you. We've got spotty, we've got stripy, we've got florals, we've got some, there's all sorts in there basically.
Zebras going on in there as well.
Everything you need really. Obviously that's a starter kit. If you think, oh, I don't like any of that, I don't know why, but if you don't like any of that, of course use your own fabric.
Yes.
Make it match what you want it to match. That's absolutely fine, and that's what cartonnage is about, really. But we've given you some fabrics to get you started because we wanted the kit to be complete. You're also going to get 8 bags of beads, and you've got bugles, you've got some little sort of acrylic pearls in there, you've got some glass seed beads. As well as that, you're going to get a whole array of findings. So if you choose the silver kit, obviously you're going to get silver tone findings. If you go for the gold kit, you're going to get gold tone findings. And you've got brooch backs, you've got lobster claws, you've got crimps, you've got ear wires, eye pins. There's all sorts of things in the kit that does mean that you can make so many different pieces with this. It's almost unlimited.
Yeah, and that's what's really fantastic. And I think as we were discussing, there's something so special about being able to create your own jewellery to match, not only with perhaps your outfits, your mood. That's always a good one, you know.
Your mood, your outfit, your handbag.
Your handbag, your favourite colours. If you want to make a statement, if you're looking bold, if you're thinking pastel, you have got all bases covered in this kit.
Absolutely. And if you're making your own clothing, make your own jewellery to match, it's perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
It really, really is. And wait till you hear the price on this. Just think back to everything that's included. That includes the grey board shapes. You've got all of those findings, all of those beads. You've then got the neck wires. You've got the tiger tail.
Have 50 metres of tiger tail.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. That whole kit with that fabric as well, £19.99. That is incredible. You've got a saving there of £4.96. So new today to us here at Live Shopping. Shop kit. We'll add this to your basket, then you'll be invited to choose whether you would like the gold version or the silver version. And if you want both, just shop kit again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again. And we will be demoing, well, I say we, Mark will be demoing how we make our designs from this as well. The next product we are bringing you on this show is something rather special. We have Shop Bundle for you. And this is going to get you three pots of the bookbinding glue, along with 3 of your spatulas for application as well.
Yes.
Talk to us about the bookbinding glue.
So bookbinding glue was developed for Pinflair. So this is unique. Nobody else has this glue in the world. It is their formula, and it's very unique in the fact that it's very, very low water content. That's what makes it quite special. It also contains a drying agent, which means it dries really quickly. So maybe 60 seconds and you've got a dry glue. It dries completely clear. It doesn't seep through fabric.
So ideal for your cartonnage.
Ideal for cartonnage. Almost should be called, we sometimes think it should have a label on that says cartonnage glue. But anyway, it's bookbinding glue technically because of the low water content. So all bookbinding glues have a low water content because then it doesn't make pages, paper and card ripple.
Yes. That is great.
That's the thing. So this is perfect for your cartonnage, as we say, but also all your paper crafting. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You could almost use this for anything. Any fibrous materials, so cottons, wool, felts, nylons, anything fibrous, wood, MDF, it all is good. It's a good glue for everything.
Good glue for everything. Yep. And I think that's really fair. Now, of course, having them in the tubs is really, really handy as well because you can use them with the spatula.
Absolutely. Open one at a time. That's the only thing we'd say. Okay, so it does have we said this, it does have a drying agent in. So when you put your lid back on, make sure the rim of the lid is nice and clean, and the inside rim of the lid is clean as well. Sometimes we recommend a little bit of cling film over the top before you pop your lid back on, and make sure the air can't get to the glue.
Yes.
Because it will dry. Okay. If you open it and this has got a little bit thick, don't worry. 1 teardrop. I don't know how to make it any smaller amount. That's all you need of boiling water. Put that in, give it a little mix, leave it for a second or two, and you're back to a thinner product. Some people like it thicker, some people like it thinner. Don't load it up with loads of water because that sort of negates its properties really. But sure. Okay, but if you find it starts getting a little bit thick, sometimes when you're using it for 17 hours doing cartonnage, it goes thick while you're working with it because the lid's off. So again, a little bit, tiny drop of boiling water, give it a mix.
Brilliant.
Okay.
So
spatula set's amazing here because you've got your 3 sizes. So if you're doing larger cartonnage projects, the wider spatulas are perfect because you can apply the glue a little bit faster.
Faster and evenly as well.
And evenly, yes.
Yeah, really, really good. So if you want to get the bundle home, it is Shop Bundle. It will add that to your basket. You're getting 3 of the pots, the 120ml of bookbinding glue, along with those 3 spatulas in the different sizes. Your bundle price is £17.99. You do have a little saving on there, 99p saving, just a little cheeky saving. If you want to get them separately, they are available too. So if you're looking just for the 3 pots of glue, that is Shop Book. They are priced at £13.99. And if you're looking to add maybe some more spatulas to your collection, always handy to have.
Never have enough spatulas.
No. They're that thing when you're like, where I put it down. That one for you is Shop Spatula, and they are £4.99. Now, I'm aware we're whizzing down the counter, but that is because we are keen to get to demo.
Yeah, always.
Next one we have got for you, we have got a bundle of glue. So moving away from the tub style, we're coming to the bottles of both the Glue It and the Gloss It. Mark, you'll be showing us the difference between these.
I will. Basically though, Glue It is the bookbinding glue in a bottle. So if you are a paper crafter, this gives you a fine nozzle. We should show that. Yeah, perfect. This gives you a very fine nozzle and enables you to put just a spot of the glue where you need it to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Not so ideal for cartonnage because we need to spread it, and it's not so easy to use. But if you're a paper crafter, perfect glue. The Gloss It product, we don't see that very often.
No.
But basically, Gloss It is a varnish. It's a clear varnish when dry, and we can apply this to paper and card and fabric. Oh. Let me show you.
I think you need to because it's very good.
So here is a piece of cartonnage. So this here is just the normal fabric, and what we've done here, we've applied some of the Gloss It just to that area, and can you see it almost looks like resin?
It does. Yeah, it does.
So we haven't done the edges here, but if you covered the whole thing, it does look like a piece of resin jewellery.
Yeah, and you get that beautiful shine from the light reflection on there.
You can pick sections out, or you can cover the thing completely in the Gloss It. But yeah, really easy to use. I'll show you that later.
Now with the Gloss It, does that maintain its form? So if you put like a little bead on a surface, you get a little patch there.
Absolutely, and we can thin it out as well, so we can use it with a brush, or we can just apply it straight from the bottle. Same bottle as the Glue It, so very fine nozzle.
Brilliant. That one there, if you want to get both of those home, shop Gloss to add it to your basket, £13.50 for the 2 there. Now, of course, Mark has brought you this wonderful cartonnage jewellery set. We need some cartonnage jewellery boxes.
We do.
We go alongside them. I think it's all got a match.
We should have put some in there actually, shouldn't we? But we didn't.
Some in there.
Yeah, it's easy to see them like that, I think. So, okay, we've got 2 options for you. The first one is the rectangle. These have an acrylic lid. Okay, so everything you need apart from fabric is included in this kit. So it's the cardboard pre-cut die cut and pre-cut cardboard shapes, grey board shapes, and you get the acrylic as well. Okay, so all you've got to do here is add your fabric, add your glue. You need a needle and thread as well, actually, but we'll come to that in a little bit as to why that is. It's a bit unusual for cartonnage, but in this particular case we do. But everything else is included. Full instructions on how to assemble. Fairly straightforward. I've got one in bits. Hopefully we'll show you the whole process.
Yes, that would be really, really good, because I think it would be really interesting to see when you've got these kind of scallop shapes as well, how we go about wrapping the fabric around that. So if you're looking to add the rectangle to your collection, it's Shop Rectangle. For that kit, remember, you choose your fabric from your stash. That box there is £12.99. If you are more of a square person, because, you know, tastes vary, we do have the square version too. This is Shop Square, and this is £12.99 also. I love the fact these jewellery boxes have the little ring holders in as well. You've kind of got the ring holders in the rectangle. You've then got your sections in the square as well. Really, really lovely pieces. Now, if you've come in for your jewellery boxes or perhaps your cartonnage jewellery kit, why not add some of our wonderful fabrics to your bundle as well? So here, what we've got is shop cotton. Now, this is another one with the options for you. We'll run through the options. If you are looking for this gorgeous fuchsia, burnt orange, emerald green selection with this patterning on, you are looking to add the option foliage. So shop cotton, then you'll receive a message to invite you to choose your options. This one here is foliage. Set 1, it has 3 different fabrics in, all a half metre
Half
each.
metre. So in terms of size, it's standard roll width, so it's about 114 centimetres wide and 50 centimetre drop.
Okay, so
so if you know fat quarters, it's 2.
Okay,
it's just slightly bigger than 2 fat quarters in a half a metre of fabric.
That's a good way of describing
it.
We like that for the sewists out there. This fabric, in fact, all of the fabrics here are $13.99. We then have your floral options. So remember, shop cotton and then select your floral at the message point. Or we have shop leaves, and these colours go beautifully. Really pretty. It's quite a lot of movement to the design where you've got the leaves kind of tumbling down. So you've got your butterscotch, your sky blue, your olive green there in that one. Again, all half metres.
And really easy to use for cartonnage because generally the pattern is all over the place. So it's a random pattern, small pattern as well, which makes it easier to use. In fact, I'm going to use one of these in the demo later. So what have you called them? The floral and the leaves, both of those are Makawa fabrics.
Right.
So if anybody out there knows their fabric brands, those 2 sets are Makawa. Not too sure about this first one, but the other 2 definitely are both Makawa fabrics.
And these are a cotton-based fabric, really, really
100%
nice.
cotton,
yeah,
yes.
Absolutely gorgeous thickness to them as well. And we can, of course, use these in the cartonnage designs
Absolutely.
as well. Can we, Mr. Mark, get set up for a demo?
Of course.
Would that be okay? Let me just grab the iPad as I'm coming, because then I can see if we've got any comments coming in. So thank you guys for joining us here. We've got Amanda. She says she loves the Glossit. She's a big fan of that one, so
I
thank
do too.
you.
It's great.
Alison says, bookbinding glue, best glue ever.
I'm not going to disappoint. Yeah.
A lot of people welcoming us back. So we've got Stephanie, Amanda's watching. We've got Carol watching as well. Hilda's here too. Alison, lots and lots of hellos. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Mark, what are you going to show us?
I'm just clearing my spatula.
Oh, that's always a good start.
I didn't do it before we went to air. But basically, when you come to your spatula, before you start to use it, just peel off any old glue.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
It's very satisfying. It's my favourite bit of doing this. It's the only reason why I do it. Okay, just make sure your spatula is nice and clean. There we go. So I've already covered this piece. Okay, so you can see there we've got the grey board in the background and we've covered it with the cotton fabric. But let me show you how to apply the glue because I suppose I always feel a little bit. Whether I should say that because it's like, it's a little bit condescending, isn't it? Let me show you how to put glue on a piece of cardboard. Well, yeah, it is fairly simple, but there is a bit of a technique to it, and the amount of glue you use is quite important. So get the glue onto the cardboard. We almost always put glue onto cardboard.
Okay.
With cartonnage. It's rare that we don't, except I'm going to show you a little bit later why we would. So we say almost always.
Almost always,
okay,
rather than applying it directly to the fabric.
And what we need to do is once you've actually put the glue onto the card, we then need to use the spatula to remove as much as possible. So you almost want a clear amount of glue. Okay, so take away as much as you can, but still leave a complete coating on the card. And then I'm going to just pop that onto the cotton fabric.
So all you've done there is taken your piece of cotton fabric, trimmed enough of a gap around the edge, roughly. You don't have to be quite.
We've done this in advance, but actually you could put this straight onto a larger piece of fabric and just put it in the. Make sure you've got around about 1 centimetre all the way around. Right. That's quite important. What I'm then going to do is I need to trim this. So I've got to fold this over. So if with all this. We don't want all this fabric, it's going to be too much there. Okay, so it all bunches up if we're not careful. There's a couple of ways of doing this. I can probably take that corner out there and get rid of it. These are not the best scissors, but yeah, you want fabric scissors really. These are, but I think they're going past their...
Do you think someone's used them for paper?
Oh, probably. I think they're going past their best by... Let's try that. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay, we could trim that off as well. We just don't need the fabric really. The other thing you can do is just snip and snip around those corners, and it helps to lose the bulk. I suppose that's the important thing. Okay, what we then do is a little bit of glue on the edge. It's almost not there, is it? Yeah. That's the thing. That's you can see it because you've got that sort of wetness. But yeah, all I'm going to do now is push that fabric over like so, and the fabric sticks immediately. Now, if this was a standard PVA glue, PVA contains a lot of water. Yeah. Yeah, and we don't. PVA is relatively inexpensive. We appreciate that, but that's because it contains a lot of water. Yeah. This is the opposite. Yeah. It contains a lot of active ingredient and not a lot of water. Okay.
But that's what you need, because it's then not soaking into the grey board. It's sitting on the surface. It's grabbing hold of that fabric. And as you say, it's literally just a light touch and it's stuck down. I think that's really,
all
really
you
fascinating.
need. You can see how that sticks straight away. Okay. I'll just go around and do the other bits.
It feels like a very achievable craft, something like this.
Well, it's quick.
Yeah.
So, and don't worry about, I mean, we tell you how much glue to, we say use as little as possible. If you use a little bit too much, it will soak you through your fabric. You've got to watch that. But, generally, you get away with it, trust me. Okay. Now, corners are always a bit awkward for people. We see these corners here, and sometimes you get these little bits of fabric, just sort of little just fibres of the fabric. So use the glue. So a little bit of glue onto there, okay, and then just roll with your finger and hold that for just a second, and that will pull all the fibres and stick it down. So trust the glue, really. The glue does the job for you in this case.
I think it's going to make, fabulous earrings. These could be brooches with your kit, all sorts of things. Yeah. Pendants, for example, really, really gorgeous.
So just on those corners, just roll it in and use your fingers just to hold it. And the warmth in your fingers will actually make the glue dry even faster, because it will help to evaporate the little bit of water that's in there. So there we go, as a coated piece. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that it's unsightly. Yeah. Okay, unsightly on the inside. And the reason we do that's why we have two pieces. So we cover two pieces and then we stick them back to back. Right. And that means that you don't get any of the raw edge showing. Of course. What I'm going to do is turn this one into an earring. So we would use, can't pick that up. So we would use an eye pin, first of all, just to give us a loop. So what we can do is actually glue the eye pin on there first.
Okay, this is clever. So you're sandwiching it between.
So we're going to sandwich the eye pin in. So a little bit of glue, a little bit more glue than probably normal. Okay. Just pop that in there, like so. And that gives us a loop then at the top. So this could be for a necklace or so. Yeah, but in this case it's going to be earrings. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other piece and a little bit of glue all the way around. You can go for a little bit more glue when you're sticking two bits together, because it's not going to seep. You don't want it to seep out the sides, obviously, but and just clean that up. Get rid of all the excess. Pop it back in your pot. That's why it's a pot.
Yeah.
Because you can put it back.
You can't put it back in a pot. Well,
I mean, you probably could. You could. It's a bit awkward. Yeah, it's a bit fiddly. A little bit fiddly, that.
But yeah, it makes it super, super easy. Now, if you're looking to add this wonderful set to your collection, remember this is shop kit. You will then choose on your options when the message comes through whether you would like the silver or the gold. If you'd like both, just shop kit again and you'll get a second message through.
So there you go. Hold that together. If you've got some pegs at home.
Oh, that's a good shout, isn't it? Yeah, that's a really good shout.
Okay, and then leave that to one side for a few minutes and that will be dry.
Okay.
Okay, we'll carry on because I know it's going to dry pretty rapidly anyway. Let's look at Gloss It.
Let's look at Gloss It, yes, absolutely. So just a reminder, we do have the Gloss It on the show. It's part of a Gloss It and Glue It bundle, shop gloss, £13.50.
Yeah, so I'll pop a bit of the Gloss It into, now straight away you'll notice it's white.
Yes.
Okay. Don't panic. Because the first time I looked, I thought it was white. That I don't want that. That's horrible. No, it's going to dry completely clear. So don't worry about it at all. Little brush here, and we can just take some of that and just paint that on to your fabric. So if you want it a little bit more, I suppose, matte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you want it a little bit...
Oh, goodness me, guys, just to let you know, congratulations those of you who have this in your basket. The bundle of Shop Gloss is currently 20% all allocated.
So, a little bit more now.
Oh, see, this is where I get the fear because it's white. I know that sounds silly, but and I can trust the process.
We've probably got, within the time we've got here now, we're probably going to see it
dry.
Okay,
that would be fantastic.
because it doesn't take long yet. So we can put on quite a lot of this. If you want a thicker, like that resin effect.
Sure.
Okay, I'm just going to manoeuvre that around a little bit.
And you're just using sort of standard paintbrushes here, nothing fancy.
It's water-based, so it'll wash off your paintbrush. Okay, so I'm just going to cover that. Actually, it being white when it goes on helps because you can see.
That's fair. You can see where you've been.
See where you've been. We'll just flatten that out a little bit.
Amanda, thank you so much for messaging him. And Amanda says, I brought this kit a while ago. I made my girls matching necklace and earring set for Christmas. It was so easy to make and beautiful results.
Oh, fab.
That's really lovely. Thank you for sharing your story with us, Amanda. Got lots and lots of people complimenting the glues.
Yes.
And chatting about what they're going up to for the rest of the day as well, which is always nice to hear.
So, give that a second or two. Okay, we'll try and just smooth that out a little bit. As it starts to dry, it becomes sort of easier, if that makes sense. Okay, but don't panic because you can always go back and put more on. So you can build it up a little bit, okay? So again, we can go back to this and add more. And I think the answer to what you were saying before is it holds its dimension. So yes, it's
That's lovely, yeah. It's going to give you that really lovely shiny look to your jewellery, which I think is quite fun if it's shiny on a fabric.
That's what's unusual.
Yeah,
I think that's unusual.
See it.
No. And you'd have to, if you were doing this with resin, it'd be quite complex because you'd have to set the resin first and then put some fabric on and soak, make sure the resin soaks into the fabric.
You'd have to build it up in layers.
You'd build it up in layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would take, quite a sizable chunk of time.
Yeah.
I would suggest.
Yeah. So just manoeuvre this around until you're happy with it. As I say, it dries clear. So when you do it, it doesn't look great when it's like that. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah.
However, once it's dry, it will be. You'll get that kind of finish.
So we can set that to one side and perhaps revisit that.
Yeah, we'll have a look at it in a second.
Yeah,
a little bit later.
Lovely.
Move that to one side.
Brilliant. That is really handy. So just a little quick recap on the items Mark was bringing you during that demonstration. Of course, the really expansive cartonnage jewellery kit here, shop kit, and then you choose from your options, either shop gold or silver in your options, $19.99. And within this kit, you're getting those 48 greyboard pieces that you can then cartonnage your fabrics onto. Fabric is included in this bundle, and Mark's gone to great lengths to give you lots of variety to suit all needs. We've got the jewellery findings in either the gold tone or the silver tone, and of course we're not limiting you. If you've got favourite fabrics at home that you want to use with this, go for it, create those wonderful statement jewellery pieces there.
But if you're going to sell,
okay, this is
absolutely fine,
right?
No problem. Yeah, then of course you've got tons
of scope.
Okay, tons of scope.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've just done one piece there and back to back.
Yeah.
But actually, you can overlay. If you see some of the other designs we've done there, you can overlay the shapes. You can make quite complex, big statement.
Like bib necklaces,
etc., etc. Bigger, larger earrings if you want them,
Yeah.
of course. So yeah, it's very configurable.
Oh, nice word.
I think it's a good word. Yeah, do you like that word? Yeah, configurable.
Good word.
Yes.
Good word.
Expansive and configurable. There
Brilliant.
we go.
And of course, beads included as well. So that is shop kit. Again, your options when you go through to your messaging, $19.99 to get all of that home, which is exciting. The glues, of course, absolute key when it comes to your cartonnage designs. We have that glue bundle for you, which is your 3 tubs of the bookbinding glue alongside the 3 spatulas as well in those variety of sizes. Shop bundle on those, $17.99. Next up, we have got those glues and those spatulas separate. So you're looking shop book will get you the 3 tubs of the glue, or you probably guessed this one, shop spatula, if you just want the spatulas there as well. We have brought you the shop gloss, which is the duo bundle of the Gloss It and the Glue It, which is your bookbinding glue as well. Great for paper crafts, as we've seen. Really, really fun for adding that shine from the Gloss It as well. £13.50 on those. Lots of rave reviews in the comments for those 2 items as well. So thank you guys for adding in your details. We are now at 30% allocated. Congratulations, those of you.
Whenever we take Gloss It anywhere, it's busy. Because,
busy. Yeah, it doesn't. I feel like it needs more of an outing, which is what it's getting today.
Yeah, I suppose mostly when we do cartonnage crafts, you know, it's
the glue's on the inside.
The glue's on the inside, and you don't often put a gloss coat on it. Yeah. But with the jewellery, it just adds that extra dimension to it and makes it a little bit more shiny, which is what you want for jewellery.
You do.
It just adds that bit of sparkle. So I cover the whole piece, but you could just dot it around. You could just pick out. You know, we did some work with a greetings card and a fabric panel with a dog on. Okay. And we just made his nose shiny.
Oh, cute. Yeah, that's a great idea.
So yeah, there's ways of using the Gloss It to do that.
Could you stencil? If you got like a little foam sponge and then you sort of patted the...
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. So you get quite an interesting shift of light on a jewellery piece. You know, whatever little pattern stencils.
It's a water-based varnish, basically. So yeah, any of those techniques. There's loads. I'm not great at that. Trust me. I'll be honest about it. I am honest about it. I'm not great at that. Paper crafting thing is not really my thing. But yeah, you guys here are experts.
We're like,
that. You think all sorts of different ways of using it. I'm quite happy. I'm more of a construction person. Leave the construction and the engineering to me. I'm happy with that.
Well, talking of construction, we do have the 2 cartonnage jewellery boxes as well. One in your rectangle shape, which is shop rectangle. One in your square, shop square. Both $12.99. And we will be looking at how we put these together as well during the demonstrations. We then also, for your viewing pleasure, have our shop cotton, and that will then give you the options between the foliage. All of them are 3 times ½ metre lengths. We then have the floral, or we have the leaves pattern at the bottom. Each one of these 3-piece bundles is £13.99. Now,
should we show you the size?
Let's do it. We haven't done that.
Pull that one.
That one, go on.
Yeah, let's go that one.
That's a bit easy to grab, isn't it? Yeah, because it's all very well saying, it's, you know.
I know, but nobody knows how big that is. Yeah.
But
so, you get that side.
Thank you.
I like that side.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that is quite...
So if it was a flat quarter, it would actually be sort of that size?
Yes.
Okay, so you're getting 2 of those effectively. So this is your 50 centimetre drop, and that's your 114 centimetre width.
That's great.
And you get 3 of those in each pack for $13.99.
And the patterns within the packs match each other, so if you want to mix and match in the project, they're going to go well together.
Yes, if you're a quilter, we know that's important because often quilters want many different colours in the same pattern.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And of course, we've got this for cartonnage today, but of course, any fabric projects, all those soft craft projects, this is perfect fabric for that. And you mentioned this was a particular brand of fabric. This is Makawa brand. Okay, yes. So the second 2 options there are Makawa brand fabrics, and anybody who knows fabric knows that's amazing quality. That's why we buy it. It does feel lovely. It feels absolutely beautiful, and again, gorgeous colours in those as well. So these ones are shop cotton, and then at your options you have the choice of foliage, floral, or leaves. Now, what are we going to show next? Shall I get ready for the next demo quickly? You absolutely can. Let's just have a little check through our little comments. What's everyone up to today? We've got quite a few... middle of the week, so what is everyone up to? I don't know. Okay, let's have a little look. Yes, so really lots and lots of love for the glues. Question coming in from Susan. What is the code for the bookbinding glue, please? The bookbinding glue is shop book
for your 3 tubs. If you're looking to get that as part of the bundle with the spatulas as well, that is shop bundle on that one as well. I may have said shop glue earlier, so apologies if I did.
Book it is, isn't it? Shop book.
Shop book for your bookbinding glue. So apologies, guys, to add your glue.
I've started when I do this. I put the names in the left hand side. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that, but those names are mine. They're the ones I came up with.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but nobody changed it. So
no, it's fine.
I want to show you something.
Please.
Because I've prepped.
Okay.
I've prepped the square
jewellery box
with some of the fabric that's available.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful fabric.
Beautiful fabric.
And I want to show you what's left.
Oh, okay. So this is just out of one panel.
Yeah. So this is a 1/2 metre.
Yeah.
And that's what's left.
Oh my goodness! So you've still got loads there.
And we haven't used it very carefully.
No, so
we could have really been careful with it, but we weren't. Yeah. Okay.
That's fantastic.
So you know these projects don't take 1/2 metre.
Right.
That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So they some of them do. Some of them take lots and lots and lots. But this particular project takes probably less than.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's really great, isn't it? It's nice to see that in part as well, because sometimes I think we go, oh, this does this, da 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 da, and it's, you know, you wanna get all of you can for your pennies, which I think is fun.
So some of these bits we finished, so we can show you those in a second. I'll pop them there. But I want to show you various parts of the process for this, and so it's a little bit blue, Peter, in that we've prepped some of it in advance. Okay, so one of the things that the instructions will tell you to do, one of the first things that will tell you to do is to make up the box. Now, in your kit, you'll get this.
Okay.
I know, and people go, what's that for?
What's that for?
So this is gummed paper. Oh. So you can use this, cut a little strip of it, and you can actually just make that wet, and it will stick the box together.
We have thought of everything in this kit.
Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, because we're starting to move away from this, because the glue is so good.
Grabs quick, doesn't it?
That we don't need to use the gum paper. It's there if you want it. Okay, I haven't used it in this case. I literally put a little bit of the bookbinding glue up the edge here and glued that together. And within a few minutes, that's stuck. Okay, and that gives you your basic structure. Okay. And it's really strong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's really strong.
That's amazing. So you're working on the shop square, which is the square version.
Table there.
Yeah, you do. Keep dropping it there.
Okay, what I've also done is I've attached a piece of the fabric to the front of one of the square pieces here.
And that's done in exactly the same way that we saw with the smaller diamond.
Exactly the same, but what we're going to do here is we're going to trim the corners. So the rule is that basically where you trim the corner here, so where there's a point, we take off that excess fabric and we leave a little bit of fabric there around about the thickness of this cardboard. So in your kits, you're going to get thick card and thin card.
Right.
And if you follow the instructions, it will tell you to cover thick or thin or whatever. Now, thick is normally the structure.
Yep.
And thin is for lining.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So really simple, really straightforward if you think about it. We just use a thinner card because it's a bit neater then when it's complete.
Now, Mark, you mentioned the instructions. I think it's really worth just saying you get full step-by-step instructions with pictures as well. So you don't feel like you have to remember everything Mark's doing right now. No. You've got something to refer back to in both these kits.
So again, run a line of glue. I think the idea, keep cleaning the spatula. That's all I can say. If you clean the spatula, that makes it easier. Okay, and then working from one end, pull the fabric into the glue like so.
It just grabs straight away.
It grabs. Okay, you don't have to leave it for any time. In fact, don't leave it for too long because it will dry quick. It dries too fast.
Yeah.
Okay, that glue within about 30-60 seconds will be dry. Okay, so it's an idea. We'll cover that completely. If you cover that completely, you will end up with, don't drop anything down the back there, something like that.
That's very blue, Peter. I'm loving this. Other television, children's
are available.
Variety shows are available. I think so. Yeah.
I'm at work. Right.
Oh, it is Lauren's
Oh, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
The other thing I want to show you is, this is obviously one of the surrounds. So this is a thicker piece of card. And we've taken the middle out already because we don't need that. Okay, so you could use that for something else.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
But we've got a wavy edge.
Yeah, now this is where we're getting a lot
of so a lot of people go, ooh, how do I cope with a wavy edge? So all we need to do here is little snips all the way around. So go all the way around that. It's going to take a little bit of time to do that, okay? But let me show you now, with those little snips, a little bit of glue around that edge there, just a little bit.
And so we've had, sorry Mark,
that's all right.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Jenny has messaged in.
Hello Jenny.
She says, hi, from Jenny at Jolly Super Things.
Oh, hi Jenny.
Love the cartonnage jewellery, so brilliant to add an extra matching dimension to a handmade outfit.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at
thank
that,
you.
Lauren,
Save me dropping things on the floor. So, you know we said we always put glue onto cardboard.
We did say that.
Okay, now let me tell you one of the times when we can get away with Christine not looking at us in a bad way.
She does do the disapproving.
She does do the disapproving look, yeah, and I've had many of those when I've been doing things. Yeah. So one of the ways of using the glue with in a different way is if you've got a curvy edge and the fabric's going to overlay.
Ah, okay.
Then a little bit of glue onto the fabric like so, and then bring it in, because where it's going to overlap, the glue then works. Okay, no glue there. And can you see how that follows
all the way
shape?
Around, yeah, perfectly.
So just half centimetre snips, that's all you need all the way around. Go all the way around, do all of that, and you'll get that edge. It will give you that edge. And again, this is the thinner version. So the thick and the thin, this would ultimately go onto there, and you can see then you've got your
all neat, clean
bendy,
edges.
wobbly edge.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing applies on the inside. Snip, snip. It's a little bit curvy, so it's a good idea just to snip, snip. Probably not half a centimetre. You probably don't need to be that accurate with this. You could probably snip there, snip there, snip there, and that would work. Okay.
We're going to have a little switch over. Are we doing a little team switch over?
We are doing a little team.
Amanda
you can't hear me.
Oh, Amanda couldn't keep away. Let me switch my mic over. Here you go, darling.
I need my...
Oh, you want... I didn't want to give that up, did you see? Didn't want to give it up.
Change
we will come back to Mark's demo.
Shift change.
Sorry. Yeah, change over.
Thank you, Anna. Apologies. You've got the helm now. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
Oh, am I driving now?
Yeah,
you're in charge now.
You're in charge.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Take my bits.
Hello, everybody. That was quite seamless, wasn't it? We don't profess to being seamless here.
No,
other than the glue makes it seamless, doesn't it?
Hey!
See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there? Just a minute. Right. Am I all gathered in, Sam?
Can you hear her?
Do I look all right? Hello? Am I coming in loud and clear? Give me a thumbs up. Hello, everybody. Well, I've enjoyed watching this.
Have you?
Yeah.
I have.
Well, you've been here. You've not been watching.
I don't watch it, never do.
No, I've enjoyed watching this.
It's difficult to do that when you're in.
You will, yeah. Watch
I don't watch it after.
This is brilliant. Loving these kits. Welcome, everybody. We've got 2 hours with our fabulous Mark. So I'm taking over from our lovely Hannah, because Hannah's going to do a bit different part of her job. So, yeah, I love all of this. This, wow, brilliant idea. I've been listening to your comments coming in. Love the idea that you can actually, once you've got the shapes and things, you can then make it to match either your handbags and things like that.
Don't forget something we always say with cartonnage. Once you've got our pattern, you can replicate it.
What? We can use it as a template?
You can use it as a template. So whether you're going for the jewellery kit,
yes,
or a jewellery box,
yes,
or any of Pinflair's cartonnage kits, you are permitted to copy the shapes and cut them out of your own grey board and make as many as you want.
To make.
But please
make
don't sell it as a kit. Yes, that's the one restriction.
Well, I think that's totally understandable.
Okay. So once you've got this, that's your template almost, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Because you're going to get that bit. You pop all the bits out when you get it. You see, so
that's phenomenal. So I like that.
That adds to the value of all the cartonnage kits. Yeah. So if you want to make 7, because you've got 7 friends, buy 1 kit and copy it. You might find that's a little bit of a task. Okay. And for some of the prices of the kits, it's probably as cheap to
I was just going to buy it.
But it is always an option, and it's completely
well, that's very generous of you. Thank you. That is really, really generous of you. So I'm not going. Were you in the middle of doing another demo, or have we got time?
I'd sort of got to a good point there where we can come back to another demo in a minute.
Okay, let's quickly run down the counter. So welcome everybody here to Live Shopping VIP. Hello, and you obviously are the VIPs. So this is fabulous, and one of the super exciting things is now we've got this. We have a brand shop. So we've got Mark with us and Pinflair all the time. So when you've been watching, all the stuff doesn't go and disappear.
That was the problem, wasn't it?
Stays there for you. So that's super, super exciting.
We were really excited when we heard that, because it just dropped off and it was like, oh, where's that gone?
Where's it gone? Yeah, we were getting loads of phone calls saying, it's gone, what do we do now? It's there all the time on the VIP shopping website, in the brand shops, that for you to continue purchasing, which is just phenomenal. Now, first of all, we have got the very jewellery that I was just speaking of. So we've got shop kit. Now, when you pop in the word shop kit, when you actually put that in, you will get a notification from us. Now, there are options then available for you. You will get a little link. It says choose option. So you just press that and it will tell you gold or silver. So you do have an option of colourway with this. But to start off with, all you need to type in is shop kit for the actual jewellery kit. And then you have got an option, then it's up to you to click either gold or silver for which one you want, okay? Really, really easy. So that makes it a lot easier for all of you at home as well, okay? Now, in this bundle, I think this is brilliant. 16 fabrics, 16 different fabrics. You get all the findings, the beads, everything, including those 48 grey board shapes, for $19.99, and this is brand new to us, okay?
Yes, it's only been, it was on
the telebox,
the old telebox, I think once or maybe twice.
Wow.
When it did a sort of soft launch there. It's not even on Pinflair's website, this kit.
That's how that's how new it is. We always like to have a secret, don't we? So, Mark, do you want to tell us a little bit about this? Because you were telling us before, it's a little bit of a collaboration.
It was a collaboration, yeah. So Christine, I've been working with Christine at Pinflair now for probably about 5 years because we're collaborating. So she said, "Oh, let's do a jewellery kit," and I went, "Huh?" And she said, "Cartonnage jewellery," and I went, "Oh." Never really thought of that before. And then it was, ooh. So originally, we just came up with sort of we just guillotined bits of cardboard into squares. And I just looked at it and thought, no, that's horrible. Don't like that at all. That's not really the jewellery needs shape. It needs some forms. So I thought, let me come up with some forms. Brilliant. And these are sort of jewellery forms, really. So we've got the teardrops, we've got the donuts, we've got the hexagons, we've got the squares, of course, but all different sizes as well, so that you can layer, so that you can use different fabrics and layer it up. You don't have to use the same fabric throughout. You see in the examples we've got here, we mix and match the fabrics. You can, of course, not use fabric. We haven't even mentioned this. If you don't want to use fabric, you can use napkin glue and use your napkins on it, of course. Wow. Then you can put your glossit on top if you want to. Yeah. Or you could use Cadence paints. Or you could do all sorts of things with this kit.
I like that.
Of course.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I really like that. So this is like... And also... If you've got a handbag and you're making bags and things, these could just be decorative elements on your handbags.
Yeah. So if you're making bag charms, of course. It doesn't have to be jewellery. No. We call it a jewellery kit because some of the findings and fittings we've included, like ear wires, obviously makes it jewellery. But yes, of course, make it into key rings, bag charms,
book charms, key rings. What are the inside a book?
Bookmarks.
Thank you.
Book charms. I like that word.
Book charm.
Oh, you've made a new word up there, Amanda. Bookmarks, earrings, pendants, brooches.
Key rings.
Yeah.
So one thing we've had a question. Ooh. Can we make and sell?
Of course. Of course. No problem at all. We're making and selling. So Pinflair's angel policy probably isn't quite the same as mine at Silvar, okay, but mine at Silvar is unlimited, i.e. you can make as much as you want to sell. I believe that Pinflair's is almost the same, including the fact you can copy the shapes, the forms, but don't sell it as a shape.
As a kit, yes. Actually make something with it.
Yeah, but if you want to make however many pieces of jewellery you can make with this kit, because we can't work that out, it's impossible to say how many, it's lots, then of course sell, take it to craft fairs, markets, whatever, and sell.
I also love the fact that this cartonnage gives you a starting point, but then if you are a jewellery maker at home, add in your beads and everything else that you've already got.
Of course.
So if you're making a pendant, because I'm already making jewellery, just from these images in my head, I am already making the jewellery. So even though you've got the donut, you've got the bit in the middle as well. Remember, you've got the dropouts.
We include that in 48s, of course. We've added that because it is a component. Yes.
But then here, make a droplet, make a pendant, but in between these, put on string on your beads in between.
String beads on in between. If you've got a while ago, one of our silver shows here, we did the what do we call them? Stones set in a metal. I've forgotten the word.
Cabochon.
Like a cabochon, but it's set, so you can glue those on. Of course. If you've got strings of rhinestones, you can get strings of rhinestones. Put it around the edge. There's all sorts of things and all the different mediums you've got now. So you're from Pinflair, we've got pearl ones, we've got glitter ones, we've got all that kind of thing. All of the cadence range. None of that is going to be a problem, I'm sure, on fabric. I'm sure it's all fine for that. You can cover this with paper. You can cover it with card. You can cover it with the fabric that's included, of course. Napkins. It's an unlimited. It's almost an unlimited craft, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like a whole craft in one kit.
We're giving you like 999 reasons as to how to use it. You don't need three on this one.
We've only done about 7 examples, just because it's so wide that we just couldn't go there.
No,
we couldn't go there.
Absolutely not. This is brilliant. So this one is $19.99 for all of it as a kit. And like I say, it's shop kit. And then there will be a little box there for you to then pick and choose what colourway you're wanting. Now, of course,
I've got something else to say about it. If you don't know if you haven't done any cartonnage before, it's a great starter kit because the pieces are small.
Yes.
You haven't got to construct anything apart from gluing 2 bits together or a few bits together. That's it. There's nothing you can do wrong.
No.
So if you haven't tried cartonnage, have a go with this kit. It will get you started. It will give you the confidence to apply the glue. It will give you the confidence to shape the fabric around the edges and the different shapes. It's perfect for that. So it's a really good starter kit for cartonnage.
I think it's also nice. It's really lovely, as in you can use them. If you don't want to use the findings, you want to use the findings for something else, all the shapes are going to go on your card blanks and make toppers and things like that. Or you can put them onto cards and give them as gifts, which is lovely.
Another good reason to use
it.
Exactly. Another good reason
so gift giving is brilliant. Now, of course, when you've got the cartonnage and you've got the fabric and everything else, you need something to stick it down with.
Yes.
As a general rule.
Now,
I have to say that Pinflair's bookbinding glue, this particular one, is an absolute favourite. More than a favourite.
I think across the whole of this site,
yes,
everybody uses it.
Yes, lots of it too, absolutely. And we don't just use it here because we've got it here. We all purchase it and we all use it at home all of the time, okay? I've got other glues that are probably out on my desk, and it's the one that I reach for every time when I'm using glues. It's phenomenal.
And so do we. at Pinflair and Silvar Design. So if we want a glue, we usually try this first. Yes, Pinflair have got loads of other glues, we know that, but if it's a fibrous material, so if it's wood or paper or card or fabric or anything fibrous, we go for the bookbinding glue first because it dries quickly, it dries clear, and it's easy to use. It's water-based, you could take, you can wash it off your fingers, it's really easy. Once it's dry, pretty solid, it's not going to go anywhere. It's our go-to glue, and we always try it first. And people ask us, we get loads and loads and loads of questions of what glue do I need to stick X to Y? And 90% of the time, we probably go with that. The other, we probably go with glue gel for some of it, but it depends. If it's like glass or something, we'd go there. But with this, almost everything.
Yeah, practically, absolutely. So this is Shop Book. You're getting 3 tubs, 120 ml in each one. So there's 360 ml, $13.99. Okay, so that's the 3 of them. So Shop Book, which is just the 3 tubs on their own, 10% is already in allocation, and I can't fault you because it is absolutely brilliant. Now we do have a special bundle for you all. So Shop Bundle also gets you the 3 pots, okay, but it will also get you these incredible spatulas.
You shouldn't be without the spatulas. If you're going to do cartonnage, get those spatulas. And
also, I love the fact that the spatulas, even the large one, fits in the tub.
Yes, they're actually made for Pinflair. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, did you know?
Yes, it's not just any old spatulas. They're actually manufactured specifically so that they fit in the pot.
Look at that. It actually goes in the pot. There's none of this, I just need to get my corner of the spatula in. It goes in the pot.
Steve wouldn't have that.
Look at that. That is brilliant. So they're made specially to fit in here, which is fabulous. And you're getting 3 different sizes. Again,
you can't change the pot.
No. Bless you. You don't get 3 different size pots.
No.
You get 3 different size of the spatulas. And these are really sturdy spatulas. And
very.
I love the fact that on one side you've got a chamfered edge, which is really important, and then the other side. So you put it on with one side and you scrape it all back off with the other one, because less is definitely more.
Chamfered edge and flat edge
to take it all off, which is brilliant. So you actually get in all of that together.
And again, we bundled that with the bookbinding glue, but of course those spatulas are perfect for all sorts of things.
Anything.
All sorts of things.
Anything. $17.99 for all of that. So you're getting all 3 and the 3 spatulas for $17.99. So remember, Shop Bundle for that one. So you can get the tubs, you can get the spatula on its own. Shop Spatula if you want those on their own. Maybe you've got 800 tubs of this, just in case you get a little bit worried and you're going to run out.
800?
Yeah. $4.99.
Garage full.
So $4.99 Shop Spatula for the 3 spatulas. And I think really, if you go for the bundle, definitely I would put another set of spatulas in. Because then you've got them ready, you've got them in your go kit on your desk, you'd have them all scattered around everywhere.
If you've got craft friends and you want a gift, it's a perfect gift.
Absolutely. I would love it if somebody said, I've bought you some spatulas. If somebody said to me, I bought you a microwave, if you bought me some spatulas, I'd be well happy, because I can actually use it for, if you've got a partner and they buy ironing board or something, it's not rubbish, isn't it?
Don't want that.
I'd rather them buy me glue and spatulas. I can work with that far better.
Ferrari.
Richard. Just saying. So now we've got another bundle. Now we know that Pinflair do incredible glues.
Yeah.
They are absolutely up there, probably, top 2.
They're award-winning, actually.
Yes, award-winning for their glue. Now we bring you lots of different glue. So we've got another duo bundle here. We've got our gloss, so Gloss It and Glue It. Now, the Glue It is the bookbinding glue.
It is. It's the same product in the Glue It bottle as you get in your pot. So it's bookbinding glue. The reason we changed its name so that it's easier. It doesn't confuse people. Okay. The important thing about the bottle is that it has a very, very narrow tip. So you've got total controllability of the glue. And if you just want a little spot, which is all you need actually for certain things like toppers and so on cards, then that's the glue to go for. So if you're a card maker, the Glue It in the bottle is the one to go for. If you're cartonnage, go for the pot.
And I like the It's a really easy squeeze.
And if it's like us, go for both.
Yes.
And it's easy squeeze.
It's
exactly.
An easy
you
squeeze
can get
bottle.
every bit out of the bottle.
Absolutely. And also, if you want to, you can refill your bottles with your tubs.
You can. You have to pop the top out, which is, you can do it with a pair of pliers. Just pop it out, and then you can refill it. Oh, well done. You've done that before, haven't you?
I've done it a lot. Lots and lots. So the top comes out, so it's like that.
Little funnel and
you
take
just
it
literally
from
pop it back in and screw the lid back on.
Some people like it because it does last a little bit longer because it's got a screw top, so it obviously eliminates the air. Whereas if you do have a problem with getting the lid back on, okay, if you do that, take it off and clean it.
Yes.
Give it a wash. Give the whole thing a wash because it will click back on.
It does.
Okay, but don't just drop it on the top and leave it because if you let the air get to it, it will dry out.
It'll have a skin on the top.
Yeah, you can take the skin off and underneath will be fine. I said it earlier, if it goes a little bit thick and you want it to thin down a little bit, 1 teardrop, tiniest amount of boiling water, give it a stir and it's sorted.
That's a top tip, isn't it? Top tip for everybody. So for that one,
I'm full of it sometimes. I've got all the top tips. I've got loads of top tips.
Have you?
Loads of top tips.
Okay, so we'll just... is anybody keeping score? How many did we have in the last hour? Oh, no, you didn't, did you? You lost count? Oh.
Of what?
How many top tips we'd got? So Shop Gloss is for that one, and you get both of them for £13.50.
Gloss is a water-based varnish for fabric, cardboard, card, paper.
So on any medium again?
Yep, of course.
We like this. That's a bit exciting. Is it clear?
Yes.
It's
but
not like
it goes on milky, so don't panic when it goes on because it goes on milky but dries clear.
Oh, look at that. That is cracking. If I go like that, can you see that, Lauren? Mm-hmm. Look how that is like shiny. That is proper shiny. Okay.
How shiny is it?
It's shiny. It's proper shiny. It's from a TV. It's from a film. Shiny. It's Moama. No, it isn't. Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah. There's an animal in it that's got lots of gems and things all over him, and he sings a song all about it. Anyway, moving on. Shop.
Every day's a learning day, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to watch it. Shop Rectangle next. Now I'm excited about this. Really excited about this because I love the fact that it's not a kit just because. Okay. These are things that are kits that you can actually use, and we've already gone 10% of the stock.
We didn't know where you were going with that then. We didn't know where you were going with that then.
Did you not?
No.
Slight
panic in the room then where you were going with that. This is a kit that isn't just a kit. Well, what is it then?
No, it isn't just.
I
love the fact that when you bring us something.
Lots of cartonnage kits make useful things.
That's it. That's where I'm going with it. It's not just a kit where you're just going to make it. Really enjoyed making it, and it's just going to sit to one side and you're never going to look at it again. This is something that you're going to have out and use, and I think this is fabulous gift giving. Now, can you imagine doing some of the jewellery and gifting it and giving it in a jewellery box like this?
Of course.
Absolutely beautiful. Lovely.
We've added the ring. That's like an extra bit that we've just added in there, but it's really easy. All it is a bit of wadding that we've wrapped around a bit of thing. We've added that on.
Full instructions.
Full instructions. Yeah,
Lovely.
the cardboard you can cut them to different sizes if you want to change it or leave them out completely. So you've just got an empty box. Or you can have it with the divider in.
Yep.
Or you do what you want with it really in terms of that. But you could leave it empty, and then it doesn't have to be a jewellery box. It could be a lovely box of homemade chocolates,
jams, gift box. If that was a gift box, oh yeah.
There's all sorts, baby things. There's all sorts of things you can put into that box, and then it's a useful box with a lid.
And then you.
So we call it a jewellery box because that's how it was designed. But of course.
It's a really useful box.
It's a box.
Is. I love that. So Shop Rectangle for that one, $12.99. It is just as the kit. There's no fabric in this one, but hang fire because we've got that as well for you. So Shop Rectangle, $12.99. I think that is brilliant. And then again, I'm going to say, as you said at the beginning, they can actually reuse the kit.
Yeah. So
as a template.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. My fingers. There we go. If you look at the kits, you've got all the cardboard components in there. Before you start to make the project, draw round the shapes. Okay, and then get yourself some grey board. You'll need two thicknesses. You need a thin and a thick, probably a 1mm and a 2mm grey board. And you can replicate those shapes on your own grey board. You can, I believe, scan this into your scan and cut.
Oh, as long as you don't save it.
Correct.
Scan to direct cut.
Because we don't want you to replicate it. We want you to copy it and make as many finished boxes as you like.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah, but if you want to scan it, to cut it, absolutely no problem.
And when you've got the top, this isn't, and this is, can I pick this up, Mark?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to just show you, when you look at this, this isn't acetate, okay? You would think you could cut corners and it'd be acetate. It absolutely is not acetate. It is...
It's 3mm thick acrylic.
How incredible is that? So that is also included in the bundle. You haven't got to go looking for the infill of this. No. That's quality.
Yeah.
And it
Laser
comes,
cut,
absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah.
It comes with a cover on, so don't worry when you get yours, because it does come covered like this.
Don't panic, it will come to you like that, okay? It's completely clear inside, but when we cut it with the laser, we obviously want to protect it from any sort of smoke damage that we can get. And the little holes are cut there. There's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a second.
Lovely. So that one is shop rectangle. Love it. Then we've got shop square. Again, $12.99. Again, full kit with all the cartonnage, all your grey board pieces and your piece of acrylic for the clear lid. Again, this is not acetate. It is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So now think about everything that you could be making to make that. Maybe even if you turn it into, I've seen just recently where they have little bookshelves and they put little books in it.
Booknote.
It's a bit similar like that, but it's within a frame, so it could actually just be a 3D frame in its own,
actually,
couldn't it?
If you are collect the miniatures and things, this would be a lovely little frame for miniatures, because it's like a deep frame, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely love that. Love it.
So you could pop it on the wall.
You could pop it on the wall. It would, and also it's not really heavy to hang on the wall either, is it? So shop square now. This is the lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. That what we're going to decorate everything with. I am. I'm scary. I've had 2 days off, Mark. I'm fully charged.
Nobody told me that when a game today.
I am fully charged. I thought
something was going on.
I've been plugged in and recharged for the last 2 days, so I'm like zinging. Sorry. I did apologise this morning at 8 o'clock. Even David, when he went in there, he went, So this one is brilliant. So you shop cotton, okay? Then again, it's a choice. So once you've typed in shop cotton, you have then got a little button that you press, and it's all up to you then which your choice is. We've got set 1, set 2 and set 3, and your choices are foliage.
Foliage, yes.
Excuse me.
It's got an E on it.
Floral. Excuse me. And leaves. Leave it out. I needed to do that. David's not here. I have to focus. Unbelievable. Sophie's joining in. Unbelievable. Oh. Dear. I have to channel David at some point. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have a quick drink, everybody. So.
Leave it out.
What? Leave it out. So what are we getting with our bundles?
So you're going to get 3 half meters of cotton fabric. So when we say half a metre, what you get there is you get a piece of fabric that's the roll width. So that's about 114 centimetres wide and 50 centimetres drop. You're going to get 3 of those. So altogether, if you joined it all together, you'd get 1.5 metres of cotton fabric. Now, the second 2, the floral and the leaves, are both Macawa fabrics. So very good brand, perfect, beautiful quality. I'm not too sure about this one because I didn't check it before I came, so I'm not going to say that is. Okay, but these 2 definitely are. I know that because it's printed on the fabric. We've done the set so that the patterns are the same. It's all the same pattern but different colour ways within the kit, the packs. Okay, so if you're If you're a quilter, we know that's important, okay?
Yep.
But obviously this perfect fabric for your cartonnage, perfect fabric for bag making, perfect fabric for jewellery, of course, perfect fabric for any kind of project you want to do.
Beautiful. I wish at this point that it could be that you could actually feel the quality of the cotton, because when you're buying cotton, sometimes cotton can be a little bit scratchy.
Thin or scratchy.
Yeah,
or,
it's not the... Oh, there we go. Look, even Sam.
No, it's really
there
soft.
we go.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon, Sam?
Good.
It's good. Sam says it's good. Sam had a little stroke.
Shall we look at the size again? We did
Yes,
it earlier, but let's
please.
look again, because then that will help.
But you could do your base one colour and your lid a different colour.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Look at this.
Oh, that's
hold
front.
on.
Turn it over. That's it.
It's me to you.
Fingers.
Oh, look. Now that's now that is a proper piece of fabric. You could.
Not ironing, but yeah.
It does need. No, you don't need tying it when you've got this glue. I was working with Princess Pinflair the other day.
Tips and tricks.
Yes.
Another one. Do you want another one?
Yeah.
So if you apply, let me get an example. Where have I put it? If you apply there.
Bear with.
Sorry. If you're going to do a piece like that, if you apply your glue to this piece of card, it's quite a large piece, so you're going to use your larger spatula, okay? If you haven't got the spatula, you're going to have to use a little spatula to get it on there. By the time you get to here and you started here, it's starting to dry. So when you put your fabric, when you apply your fabric, sometimes it doesn't always all stick down because you're a little bit slower than the glue. So the trick there, really easy, get your steam iron, not too hot, but with a little bit of steam, and go over this, and the steam and the heat will regenerate the glue and make it sticky again.
Top tip.
Top tip, and it works every time.
Hey.
And if you've got a cartonnage project and you pop it in a windowsill and it dries out a little bit and the fabric starts to lift, get your steam iron, go over it, and it will stick back down again.
Fabulous. Now that's the top tip, isn't it? So remember, you're getting all three. You're getting three of the same pattern, but different colours,
but that size basically.
Which is lovely.
Excuse my tummy.
You've not eaten breakfast yet?
No, not yet.
So that is wonderful. And then again, with the glue, the lovely Christine was telling me that when you apply it, even if you've got a little bit of a wrinkle, just pull it tight over the glue and no creases are there.
Stretch your fabric.
Stretch the fabric and there's no creases. So you can have a choice of foliage, you've got your floral or your leaf, and they're beautiful colourways. And I love the fact that they all just mix together as well. So good colourways.
Anybody think we thought it through?
Oh, well. There's the thing, isn't it? We might have just thought it through for you. So again, fabulous. So have we got another demo, please?
Yes, we have.
I think we need to be showing everybody what they're getting because these are incredible.
So I talked about making the box a little bit earlier. So I've glued this one together. You do get the gum paper in there if you want to stick this. That's what that's for, okay? I haven't used it. I've just used the bookbinding glue just to stick it.
And this one is Shop Square.
Square.
Right,
yes.
lovely.
So this is basically the box before we start making it exciting. And then you're going to cut a strip of material, and the kit tells you how long to cut that.
Oh,
I want to
lovely.
show you another thing.
Oh.
I want to show you another way of using the glue, because we can hem with it. So let's say you're just about to go out, and your skirt, trousers, whatever you're wearing.
I've realised I've got a hem that's
dropping. Yeah. So
what do I do?
take some glue.
Get my bookbinding glue out.
Get your bookbinding glue. Run a line of the glue. Sorry, glue's a bit far away. Run a line of the glue. Okay, you don't need much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can we wash it as well then?
Yep.
Ah, that's a top tip. Any hems? Oh, and that's a proper crease. I like
I
that.
ironed it yesterday. Instant hem. Okay. Give that 60 seconds. That's going to be dry. You can run your sewing machine through it when it's dry. It won't cause any problems with your needles.
Lovely.
Stays flexible when it's dry. That's quite important. Doesn't always do that with all glues, but this particular glue will stay flexible. Okay. It will handle. It's a water-based glue, so it's not waterproof. 6 washes roughly before you need to reapply. So another top tip and another way to use the glue. So don't think it's just for
glue and paper and things.
No, because that's almost dry. It takes slightly longer with fabric, obviously, because it's got to slightly evaporate out. But
of course it has.
But it's just a flexible hem.
Like
so
that.
You would do that first on this piece, and then what we're going to do then is we're actually going to wrap this around. So we leave a 1 centimetre gap at the bottom.
Right.
Okay, and we start to wrap it round. So we're going to apply glue. I'll do it. Let's do it. We've got time. I'm going to use one of these now. I've got so many spatulas on the go.
That's why you need the different the tool for the right job, everybody. Yeah. That's exactly what you need. You need the right tool for the right job because we need to make our lives easy, don't we?
So I'm going to start in the middle, roughly there. I'm going to leave an overlap at the bottom, and I'm just going to line that up like that.
Brilliant.
Is that really? Okay. I'd have to go all the way around with this.
Yes.
Yeah, like so. And then obviously where we've just done that hem.
Oh, it's nice and tidy.
Yeah, that's why I put a hem on it, you see.
Ah.
Okay. So get that all lined up. You spend a bit of time to do that, obviously. Glue that all in place. And then we put glue around there and we're going to fasten that down at the bottom, okay? And then you think, well, that's really ugly at the bottom. But that's why you've covered these parts. Because what that does is once you've done that, that will go over the top of all those ugly bits and cover it up.
Oh, you're hiding all your secrets.
Yes, you hide all your secrets.
Hide all them
and then we're going to do the
secrets.
same. We're going to put glue on the inside and we're going to push all that fabric there, all that excess in. Okay, and we glue all that down nice and tight. Okay, if you want to trim a bit of the corners away, feel free. Don't trim too much away. And again, this would then go in there and covers it all up.
Oh, it's almost like it's been made to measure. Been made to measure. It has, hasn't it? Brilliant.
Okay. So another thing I want to, that's basically how you cover the main box. So one of those goes in, one of those goes in. What we also need to do.
Have you noticed, everybody? We're not doing any sewing.
No. Well, we are in a minute.
Oh, but actually...
This is very, very unusual that we have sewing in a cartonnage kit because Christine doesn't do sewing.
No.
No. This is included in your kit. This is called shirting. Right. So this is included because wherever we want to hinge... Well, it's what goes in your collar.
All right.
That's why it's called shirting.
Okay.
It's collar material. So this we use as hinge because it's stronger than the fabric on its own. So what we do with this is we would cover that. So we would glue all that together.
Oh, right. So we're hiding that it's cream.
So we hide that with the fabric.
Yep.
We then take our box. Okay. Actually, ignore that. Come back to that in a minute. I want that bit there. Sorry. What we then do, once that's been glued down, is can you see the holes?
Yes.
So we sew that
on
there.
There we go.
So about half of that, half of there, and we get a needle and thread, just some strong nylon thread, okay, and we sew that on. So just do a running stitch.
So it's not like proper sewing.
We're going in, out, in, out, in, out, and we're going back again just to make it nice and tight. Yeah?
Do it again. What do we do?
In, out, in, out, in, out.
Just so you're all aware.
She's doing this.
Sam, who's on camera, when Mark went in, out, in, out, in, out, Sam went like that and joined in with a little bit of a penguin dance, bless her.
So go all the way along with that, and then that will be fastened to there. Okay, take the protective film off first, of course. Okay, and then pretend this is all covered.
Yes.
Yeah. You glue that onto your box. Now there's an overlap all the way around it slightly.
Yes.
Okay, and then you get another piece that covers up that working at the back.
I hide all the secrets. Everybody's going to say, how did you make this? Ah, well.
And then you've got your two bits that you will have stuck together.
Yes.
And you glue that onto there.
Just a minute, and then...
And you've almost got a finished box.
Look at that. Oh, wow, that's beautiful.
So the only odd bit about it is this hinge.
Yes.
Okay, and the reason we sew it is because because this is acrylic.
Yes.
It's not a fibrous material.
No.
So it's one of the things that we could use glue gel, but rather than complicate it, we thought, well, actually, another way of doing this would be to run a line of glue. You could run a line of glue there just to hold it in place while you sew through it.
Yep.
And then that sewing is enough, to hold it all in place. And the shirting gives you the ability to open and close that as many times as you want. Because if you just use the cotton fabric, the cotton will wear. So cotton that you keep folding like that, you know, like a pair of jeans, or so, it's all cotton, it wears. So rather than wear the cotton out, we put the shirting in to give it that extra flexibility.
I love these. Absolutely love. Aren't these amazing? Love it. And so easy to put together. So not actually sewing involved. The sewing is just where you're going to actually position your lid and your acrylic to make sure that it stays in place. And I'm going to say, is it exactly the same technique on the rectangle?
They're both, it's the same instruction leaflet actually. Brilliant. Apart from it's a little bit longer material obviously for the rectangle than it is for the square. So the measurements change slightly.
Slightly, yeah. So this one is shop square if you're wanting the square one, and it's shop rectangle for the rectangle one. And then inside there's that ring little piece as well that's a little bit different. Let me bring it forward so we all know what we...
What we've done there is we've just taken some extra material and some wadding, and we've actually just made it, we've just formed it, okay? So we've just added that bit in, yeah.
And
like
that
an option.
And that's just wrapped?
It's just wrapped, basically, yeah.
Isn't that super cute? I just think these
just glued
are
together.
fabulous.
We use glue all the time to make the structures, so you don't have to worry about, you just you know.
And is it glued in place as well? It's not stitched in anywhere. It's just glued across the seam and stuck in the...
Never really do that. Never really do that. Yeah. It's quite odd. It's quite odd if you ever see Christine with a needle. It's like,
really?
What are you doing? So, yes.
Fabulous. So now, shop square, shop rectangle. Those are going to get your boxes. Now they are just the cartonnage grey pieces. In addition to that, you type in shop cotton if you're wanting the 3 sets of cotton. So in the cotton, shop cotton, you've got set 1, set 2 and set 3. You have got your foliage, which is on the top, which is beautiful and lovely coordinating colours as well. Then you've got your floral option in the middle, and then you've got your leaf at the bottom, which is fabulous. Again, if you think, you know, for me, wonderful Mother's Day gifts, because we've got Easter and everything coming up. So maybe these are Easter presents as well. Or there's got, like I say, Mother's Day is a big one, isn't it? Love that. Or if it could be, dare I say it, you might be making a jewellery box for something very special on Valentine's Day. Just putting it out there for everybody.
Yeah, you
could put a little rose in one side and a ring in that ring holder, maybe.
Nice. Just letting you know, that's the fabric that's left from 1/2 metre when we made the box.
Oh, okay. But, you can practically do another box then, or at least a lot of one.
A lot of one. We took a strip off the top, which is the one that goes all the way round.
Yes.
And then the bits that cut off the ear, we did the middle bits, yeah. And then the big bits in the middle is what we cut out here. So yeah, you're not going to get 2 out of 1/2 metre, but you'll get close. And we weren't very careful with it.
Oh, right,
You can see how we were very careful with it when we made it, but we didn't need to be because there's plenty.
There's plenty of it.
But there's still plenty there to do something else with,
your
jewellery.
Absolutely. So you could have a jewellery box and have all your jewellery, just all matching. You could have a pink jewellery box and that's where you keep all your pink crystals.
Or you could make some little bags that you put your jewellery in with little drawstrings that you can put in it.
That's cute.
There you go.
How cute's that? I like that idea. And remember, even when you're making your gift bags, you don't need to sew them, you hem them with the glue. Amazing. So now, can we go back to this one? Because I think this is just incredible. This one is shop kit. Now, when you type in shop kit, you will get another code. Then you choose the colourway. So not only are we've got everything in this. So let me just tell you, you get 16 lots of fabric. So they're the 16 colourways. You will get the beads, all the findings that you're seeing, and 48 cartonnage shapes to be able to start creating, okay? It's $19.99. It's brand new to us. It's a fabulous collaboration between Silvar and also Pinflair because they work beautifully together. and then you have then got that choice. So type in shop kit, $19.99, and then it's up to you on that little code. Click it and it will give you an option of either gold or silver, and that is just the findings that changes, isn't it?
Yes, the colour of the findings changes, the colour of the tiger tail changes as well. I did that earlier. It needs another coat. That's what I would do with this, but you can see, remember that going on white earlier?
Oh.
Can you see how that's now shiny? Like so that just needs another coat just to smooth that out a little bit.
Like that. Yeah. Like that a lot. But it can also be a varnish as well.
It is a varnish, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dry now. So that we did that when Hannah was here, didn't we? So.
Oh, it is. Let's try. Listen. Totally. I like that. That's brilliant.
So varnish on paper, on card, on fabric.
Love it. That's a bit special. So that one is your gloss. So that's that.
Gloss It.
Gloss It.
Yes.
So that one is shop gloss, and that will get you the Gloss It and also your precision bottle for your book binding. So it's Gloss It and Glue It. Both of them is £13.50. So when we've actually got this, all we've then got to do is cut out our shapes. As in the material. Yes,
not the grey board, because that's die cut already. Yes. So all you're going to have to do with this is choose whichever fabric you want, pop on your chosen shape, and a bit of glue onto the front of that, stick it on, and then cover, and then you're going to get the same shape potentially to do the back. So like this one is back to back.
Yes.
So that's no gloss, gloss, no gloss, gloss. Okay, but if you've got one shape and you're going to stick a smaller shape on the top of it, there's no need to put a back on it.
On the one that's going on
the top. So,
lovely.
Yeah. So when you build these up, it's worth. That's why we can't tell you how many pieces you're going to make, because it depends how you stack your pieces together as to how many shapes you've got.
And you get a lot. So there's
48. So there's loads
of variations to go with.
And also, don't forget, we're happy for you to draw around that shape and make more. You've got plenty of fabric actually.
Yeah, you've got lots and lots of fabric. Will that be colour may vary on the fabric, or
you might get slight variations, but mostly that's
what we're going to get, which is brilliant. Yeah. So very quickly, let's have another quick run down the counter. Thank you for those demos. It's so easy to work with, absolutely brilliant. And if you're not really a sewer, you don't even have to get the needle and cotton out. Only in the instant of making the boxes,
which is not really sewing. No. That's just
dipping your toe in with the cartonnage, which was really one that you said earlier. If you've never had to go with it and you just want to have a see, well, do I like it? This is a fabulous kit to go for.
Great kit, because small pieces, easy to and you're not. If you make a mistake, it's a tiny little bit, you can chuck it away or yeah. The other thing is, don't forget with cartonnage, if you do have a problem, grey board is usually thick enough for you to rip the fabric off and start again.
Right.
We see it all the time. So when we're doing workshops with people, somebody makes a mistake, if we get there fast enough, we can take the fabric off and start again.
So when we're making the jewellery, what is the, let's say, the excess that we need to leave to fold under?
Usually we say around about 1 centimetre.
Right.
In the case of things like the donut, they're only about 1 centimetre wide. So don't leave too much overhang here, because when you fold that out round, it will be here.
Yes.
So just work it so that when you fold that over, it's not going to overlap the shape, if you know what I mean. So you can see how we've covered that on the inside there.
And there's lots of little snips into that.
When you've got a curved edge, lots of little snips around about 0.5 centimetre apart. Almost up to the edge of the card. When it's straight, don't need it, but make sure you take the corners off. So we don't want all that thickness of fabric bunching up in the corners. So cut them off at an angle.
Nice, tidy corners.
Yeah.
So that one is shop kit, and like I say, you will get a little drop-down code on there as well for you to choose your colourway. Now, obviously, you've seen us using, or you've seen Mark, or if you see me doing my crafting, it is on my desk all the time, is our Pinflair. Of course it is. Amazing. So this one is shop bundle to start off with. The bundle, you are getting all 3 pots and the spatulas. And like I said earlier, it's not, just any spatula. They fit perfectly within your pots. So you haven't got to go like dibbing in alls, just they actually fit, which to me is brilliant, because that is a crafter creating for crafters then, which is fabulous. Sorry, Sam, that's just slid down, but you get 3, which is brilliant. All 3 pots, $17.99 for that one.
And if you've got smaller pieces, go for the smaller spatula, obviously.
Yes.
Larger pieces, larger spatula, smaller pieces, smaller spatula.
Which is, again, right tools for the right job.
Correct.
Makes life so much easier. Then you've got Shop Book. If you're just wanting to redo your stash with the pots, I'm really sorry, everybody. My words have left and my dictionary flew away. So you can get all 3. So it's all right, you laughing, Sam. I can see you. Shop Book for 3 tubs, okay, $13.99.
I can't help because I haven't got the words either. I don't know what you...
Dear, honestly.
Like.
And then Shop Spatula for the spatulas, $4.99. I would do the bundle and also have the spatulas as an extra. I would absolutely add those in, just because I know that I've got them in my kit bag and I've got them on my desk. I know I've got them ready to go with me as well. Then again, fabulous glue. What is in your glue it is the same as your book binding, okay? So lovely, lovely glue. And this gloss is amazing. So the gloss, can I just borrow? Oh, look at the shine. Now, to say that is on fabric, and you say it goes on milky.
Yes. So I did if you haven't just joined us, where have you been? But if you've just joined us, go back and look. You'll find a demo where I put it on and it goes on white, and you panic because you think, oh, I don't want that.
It's not shiny.
Yeah, leave it a few minutes, and that's what you're getting. You're going to get this dried.
And it's really hard as well.
It is.
That's fabulous.
So it looks like resin.
There we go.
Like resin. So in the case of jewellery, it's looking like you've got a piece of resin that's
coated,
printed or fabric. Yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
So Shop Gloss for both of them. This isn't, you're not picking one or the other. £13.50. Now, Mark was showing us to start off with how to cover our boxes, because these 2 that we're bringing you, we've got Shop Square and Shop Rectangle. Now, what you're getting in the kits is just the grey board pieces, okay, with that fabulous, like I say, this isn't acetate.
No, piece of acrylic.
It's acrylic. It's beautiful. These are quality kits.
It's part of the structure of the box, actually.
Yes.
So if you are going to copy this, you would need to source the acrylic.
A good amount, yeah, absolutely. Because that is just beautiful. So remember, Shop Rectangle or Shop Square, that gets you the basic of the kit, so the bones of your project. Now, at the end, we have got Shop Cotton. And these really are, everybody, they're beautiful. Yeah. They are just such nice quality. Now, again, Shop Cotton, and this is another choice. So when you actually do Shop Cotton, it will then give you another code for you to then choose the one that you've got. So the first set 1, is Shop Foliage. Okay, so that, no, it's not. It's Shop Cotton, but it's so first set. Second set is your Floral. And your third one are your leaf. Okay, so number 1, foliage. Number 2, floral. Number 3, leaf. And I love the fact that Mark's done them in different colourways, so you can pick and mix, and they all work beautifully together.
Yes, yeah.
And they all work beautifully together.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. We looked at lots of different combinations, and that seemed to work the best.
So for all of them, for 3 pieces, and again, these are half meters, aren't they?
Half meters, yeah. So you get 1.5 meters of fabric all together.
$13.99, and that's before, obviously, you get your post. No, you don't get postage in this one. Sorry, everybody, that's changed.
It's all very confusing. We know what
it is a little bit confusing. So yes, so you're going to Shop
Cotton. If you're new here today,
yes.
If you're new and you haven't done, then you can sign up. Yeah.
And you get.
And you get 10% off your order.
So if you've not joined us before on our fabulous LiveShopping.VIP website, because it is brand new, and of course Mark and Pinflair, so Silver and Pinflair have got a brand shop. So old type.
Silver ones, I think they're both brand new today.
They are brand new today. So if you haven't,
go and have a look, because brand new today.
Because usually, as a general, this would be on and then it would disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't be there no more. Not anymore.
Nope.
So when we've checked out and done all of this, if you think, oh, do you know, I really like those boxes and I really like that fabric, but I've got to wait now for Mark to come back to bring it us. No, you can go back straight onto the brand shop and purchase it again. So
it's like our website that's there all the time where you can go and click on the product and order it.
Straight away, just like that.
And it will get shipped direct from us at Pinflair or Silver, and
I think that's brilliant. Yeah. So you're not missing out at all, because there's so many times where we've had people, when's Mark coming back? Because we wanted that particular product. And no, but you're bringing something else next Wednesday.
I'm bringing Silver back next Wednesday.
That, you know, we've got it now for you. It's there, ready and waiting in the brand shop. So, fabulous kits that we've got, absolutely brilliant. Do you have another demo for you to share with us?
Oh
no! Have you got time? A very quick one for 2 minutes. Teeny weeny one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we have. 2 minutes. This is like speed crafting now.
Speed crafting. Let's take some of this fabric. Okay.
The fabric that we've already used.
Yeah. I'm going to apply the glue to one of these pieces of grey board and just show you. This is a small piece, so again, easy to do. Clean your spatula. That's quite important, and then use your spatula just to take off all that excess glue. That's quite important. And then we're going to pop that onto there like that. Okay, and then we cut that out.
Snip, snip, snip.
Snip, snip, snip. All the way around.
So really, when you've got this kit, you could actually do all of this, get all your pieces ready and assemble later.
You get all your pieces like that, if you want to. Okay, and then snip all the way around.
That's such a nice noise, everybody, isn't it? When you've got a good pair of scissors.
These aren't great, actually. I'm going to change these. I think scissors don't last forever, do they? That's the thing nowadays. So they're not bad scissors, but they're not the best.
They do if you've got somebody that can sharpen them for you.
I won't waste time trying to do that. But what we'll do then is a little bit of glue on the inside there.
And this is the cartonnage. This is how you do any cartonnage.
Any cartonnage, yeah.
Glue, cut.
Glue, cut. Get rid of all that excess. You see, with that, that bit there what I was cutting out, it gives you this lumpy bit. That's why we don't want it there.
We don't want that bit.
That's quite a good. It's quite a good sort of
showing you what happens.
You don't want that. You want to get rid of that. One of the ways to do that is nice and flat and actually snip it.
So we've got to go, everybody. Thank you. That's 2 hours that have disappeared really quickly, didn't they? You're exhausted. Sorry, that's my fault. We'll see you all very soon, just next door.
Bye.